Here's a quick tour of my garden. That's my garden along the side of my house. Got some, I think those are sugar snap peas growing there. Those have just come up. That little weed. That's an eggplant. That's my only eggplant that has survived. Here I got zucchini squash. See, I got lots of flowers in there, lots of buds already. These are growing really fast. These are probably growing a couple inches a day, I suppose, at this point. And let's see, what's the date? Today is the day before Father's Day, so middle of June. These are some tomatoes that came up from last year's tomatoes. And more tomatoes. I have all my tomatoes here in the middle. And a lot of these actually came up from last year. So I probably have a lot of cherry tomatoes. That's what a lot of those were. And those came up from last year, those tomatoes there. And here I have okra. These guys, lots of okra. And some I started inside, and some I planted from seed. Actually, the ones I planted from seed did so much better than the ones I tried starting from inside. And there is my rhubarb. I harvested rhubarb last night, so it's looking a little scraggly because I took about half of it out. Left half. I have a couple small plants, like that one there, and a couple larger ones that have been there for a couple years. And I think these are more peas. It's kind of funny because about 2 weeks ago, I just decided to, that's why I planted the rest of my stuff outside. These are onions, garlic, and I had extra seeds left over, so I planted those peas and just put a whole bunch out. I think I planted some more okra too, but I don't see any fresh sprouts of okra. So there's my tomatoes again. Some Volunteer tomatoes. And like I said before, most of these are Volunteer tomatoes. Like that one there might be one I actually planted. And that one there may actually planted. But most of these are actually Volunteer tomatoes from last year. So it looks like I'm going to get a lot of tomatoes. Lots of zucchini squash. Here's some more peas that are starting to sprout. I was told that they probably wouldn't come up, but there they are. And my one lonely eggplant. It's actually starting to grow pretty fast now, so I'm optimistic that maybe at least I'll get something off of it. And more sweet peas. Oh, and just to tell you a little bit more about my garden. I haven't really done much with this. I guess last year was the first time I actually tried a real garden. I put the rhubarb down there a few years ago, and the rhubarb did really well. And last year I planted okra. Okra did really spectacular. Zucchini did really well last year, and tomatoes did really well last year. And cucumbers. I don't have any cucumbers this year. None of my cucumbers made it. I don't know. I've tried to plant a bunch of those inside, and they just never did well. So next year I'm just going to plant them outside around the 1st of May. But this spot seems to work really well because it's well-drained soil. You can see there's a retaining wall here, so when it rains, it drains out, and there's a drain down at the other end. So the soil drains well when it rains. And it faces south. And there's no trees right above it, looking up. And the sun, direct sun. At least 6 hours of direct sun. But there you have it, folks. Right there. That's hot today. Been mowing the lawn. Enjoy.